And welcome back everyone to another edition of the giveaway show here on July 27th on Twitter Space as always and on Twitch. So hello everyone, my name is Charles Bishop, I am the communications manager at EOS Support and we are here today as always to share some news about the EOS network, have a trivia all together where 50 EOS were to be won, and also where distribute some pub tokens to everyone that puts its EOS account in our Twitter Space comments or on the Twitch chat. So, as always, welcome back everyone. It's great to see you all again here today. Kenny, Bam, Hokentech, Pepe Dio, and everyone that has joined so far, welcome back. And so today we'll be talking about the recent EOS news, and we have lots of them. So we'll talk about the EOS rebrand, talking about also, well, Antelope Leap 5.0, the major update to the Antelope base code of EOS. Afterwards we have the Season 6 of Pomelo, which ended recently. They are doing a survey to see how it went. It introduced multiples and more, and so we're going to talk about the survey and all your feedback on it. The ENF Q2 report that we discussed also last week. Some news about the Block 1 lawsuit that is ongoing, with a new one being launched by the ENF. And afterwards talking about the ENF CEO, Yves Larose, which is at WebEx Asia right now. And more about Upland, our favorite game on EOS, which is partnering with the FIFA Women's World Cup. Talking also about the EVM, with a new decentralized application launching on the EOS EVM, CryptoDo. And of course, as always, we're going to have the open mic sessions, the trivia and more. So hello so far to everyone that have just joined, Lucky Gold and more. And so Hansen, welcome back. And so let's go for the EOS news of the week. I'm posting in the chat the link to the EOS news. Let's see, too much links here. Let's see where it got. Support IO, Upland me. So starting with Upland, and there is the rest. Alright. And glad to see you made it, Glovins, and welcome to the show. And so for this first part of the event we are going to have the EOS news as always. Afterwards, if you are listening to us on Twitter Space, you are welcome to join us there. The link I'll be posting again right here. And so remember, leave your EOS account in the chat to receive a free Poke Token NFT for your participation in the show. And as linked here as well, you have the bi-monthly. I've said bi-weekly in the past, but it's actually bi-monthly, so twice a month you have an opportunity to win 50 EOS in our giveaway. The link is right there. And the link is also there for the Twitter Space for the open mic session afterwards. You're welcome to join. We'll be talking, of course, about the EOS rebrand. I'd love to have your feedback, what you think on it, what are your thoughts on it. I'm going to share mine as well. I'll be happy to discuss it with anyone that wants to join the Twitter open mic session right afterwards. But without further ado, let's go for the EOS news of the week, and we have some to talk about. Alright, let's go for it, and in the meantime, well, feel free to leave your EOS account as always, starting with a $sign in the chat to receive your free pub token. It's glad to see you all back here today, and let's go for the EOS news of the week. And so, welcome everyone to the EOS news for this week on July 27th. So, starting with, without much ado, we have CryptoDo, actually, which has just launched on the EOS EVM. So, of course, for many coders and developers here today, well, there's not much to be done besides going to an AI-powered program that creates your own application. And of course, well, it has to be done for the Web3. So CryptoDo has the amazing idea to create an AI-powered multi-chain no-code builder for the Web3 solutions needed by everyone here today. So what you can do with it is, without any experience in code development, use CryptoDo to launch your own application in the Web3. And the good news is, well, they have partnered, not partnered, but launched on the EOS EVM. So now anyone can use this tool to also launch their application directly on the EOS EVM. And with that, you can just very easily launch your Web3 application on the EOS and use its EOS EVM. Again, the fastest one to date, 3 times faster than the Orca from Solana. So an amazing opportunity for anyone that wants to create a simple DApp for their project to use cryptodoo.app to launch their own application very easily. And talking about what next is the EOS logo and of course rebrand. There was major rebranding talks just yesterday. The ENF held a Fireside chat, which is the main event, weekly event for the EOS community to discuss major news. And so yesterday they discussed the major EOS rebrand of the logo. Why it's needed? Well, the answer is actually right there in this tweet announcing that CryptoDoo just launched on the EOS EVM. When talking about EOS, well, they used this logo right here, which you may think is the EOS logo. It's actually not. When EOS was created 4 years ago, the Block One, the original creator of EOS, launched this logo to represent the EOS.io code base, which is now the Antelope code base made by the community of Antelope Coalition, which is EOS, Telos, UX Network, and Works. All these chains got all their great minds of developers together to create the Antelope code to replace the EOS.io code. Problem was the EOS.io logo, this one, was actually owned by Block One. So that's why the community needed to launch its own code to truly separate itself from Block One after having elected the EOS Network Foundation to represent itself. This was a major milestone in the history of EOS because we were trying to have a decentralized network with not a single company owning the network or having power over it. So this was a major milestone. And again, this is why maybe we need to remake the EOS logo, because many companies today, even still, are using the wrong logo to represent the network. And well, having a new logo, well, that's where is important right now. I think one of the major reasons is to make it clearer for everyone. We have this logo, we have the EOS Network Foundation logo, which is similar, and also the Chestahedron that has been a major representative for the logo of the network since ever also. So it's a bit confusing for everyone. And so Block One, to distanciate ourselves from the Block One creators, original creators of the network, a lawsuit is currently underway. There was another major tweet about it made by Yves Larose, the CEO of the EOS Network Foundation, and we can resume it quickly. So it gives you the summary of how you yourself, if you're here since the Genesis block of EOS, if you've been a long-time investor in EOS, if you have bought EOS in the ICO, or if you feel that you've been wronged by Block One, there's these recourses available to you today. So there's a lawsuit currently in the United States that but you have until August 23rd to participate in it or opt out of it. Why opting out? Because you can also now recourse through Nemesis Venture Capital, which is also launching a lawsuit. Or you have also a new solution from the EOS Network Foundation that is exploring a possible claim against Block One that will be filed in the Cayman Islands. So all these three options you have at your disposal if you feel that you have been wronged by Block One. Like many EOS token holders, they promised to inject more than 1 billion into the network. That was not done. And one of the major reasons why the community took back its power from this major corporation and decided to represent, well, in true fashion, the Web3 as a truly centralized place. Here today, where we are one single community and no one has the power to unplug our blockchain. No one has the power to steer its course other than its community and its votes represented on-chain on the network through its block producers. And so, quickly mentioning from Pepe.io, I want to express admiration for the innovations of the EOS. I can add this logo. And so we'll be discussing the EOS rebrand right next. So indeed, if you want to appeal against Block One, these are the solutions made available for you today. And again, linking to the tweet of Yves Larose that you can find in links in the description right now. And so next up, talking of course about the EOS logo, which brings us to here. So why did we need a new logo for EOS? I've just explained why mainly. The situation was confusing. We had the EOS IO logo, we had the EOS tetrahedron logo from the community since ever in 2018, and we have the EOS Network Foundation logo, which is pretty similar as well. So we have had a new launch in the EOS community since the inception of the EOS Network Foundation. We have a new Antelope code base, open source for everyone to use. The community has been thriving to a point never seen before and far away from major corporations such as Block One, which had a vested hand in it, but no more. And so to exemplify this new launch for the network, this is my personal opinion why a new logo might be needed and why the EOS Network Foundation thought so as well. And so they gave us 3 propositions for the new logo, which you can find right here. We have an orange proposition, a green one, and a blue one. Major consensus was found on the orange one. I'll tell you why I personally like it. Of course, it's very different from the tetrahedron that we've known in the past, and many of us, me included, loved very much the tetrahedron. But again, there's problems linked to that with visibility and property rights over the IP and more. So again, moving far away from it was a good idea, and this is a pretty good option. Why I think so? Well, you find in the logo directly the name of EOS. You have the E, the O, the S. Again, it's in the form of a block, of a cube, so referencing to the blockchain, which is pretty nice. And again, it can be also made into a 3D representation. So at yesterday's chat, they showed the 3D model of it, which can actually be created into a 3D shape. So you can see here that they've showcased all the 3D shape of it and how it can be actually created into a real object in real life. So that is a major stepping stone to good marketing around EOS. We could see at events the EOS cube being represented and distributed. I myself have a 3D printer at home, so I'll be seeking this 3D file as soon as I can to print my own. It's pretty nice. So in marketing terms, in terms of IP, what do you think? We'll be talking about that next in the open mic session. And without further ado, for the rest of the EOS news, while talking about LEAP 5.0. Another major stepping stone into the decentralized open source code that we have here on EOS, which is the Antelope code base, and LEAP is implementation of the Antelope code on EOS. Each blockchain participating in building the Antelope code base, again the EOS network, Helios, WAX, have their own implementations. Here on EOS it's LEAP, and it's going to its 5.0 update real soon. So what is coming with it? So we have instant finality, which is really needed across the network. Again, remember how in the real space of traditional economic systems for banks, you have to wait 3 days for transactions to go from account to account, so it's sure that it's secure. Blockchain again was created to bring down this time to around 3 minutes now. And so you just have to wait 3 minutes to make sure that transaction has been made. Much more efficient and fast than traditional banking system that we have here today, and much more also resource efficient. And another major stepping stone with this LEAP 5.0 update and instant finality means that this 3-minute time on blockchain will be reduced to 1 to 5 seconds. This will make it so much easier for IBCs to communicate between blockchains to make sure that transaction is secure as fast as possible. So again, another major stepping stone, and another great update coming with LEAP 5.0 is the Hot Sauce consensus algorithm. It was used by the failed crypto project from Facebook, Libre. Libre was called, I think? Libra is something else. But the Hot Sauce consensus algorithm was quite impressive and revolutionary. And so EOS decided to implement the Antelope coalition, decided to implement it into the code. What it means is it will be so much easier with it, very simply put, to create IBCs with other blockchain and EVMs. It's going to be faster, it's going to be easier to have trustless IBC thanks to it. And if you want more information on it, again, go read the whole report on all the major stepping stones and improvements coming with Lib 5.0 for Antelope. And again, we are building the most technologically advanced network that the Web3 has ever seen, with the fastest CVM to date, major improvements coming with 5.0 instant finality. EOS is still at the cutting edge of technology and what the Web3 can do for businesses today, in a decentralized way, in a Web3 way. And so we have, I'll be going back to the feedback from the EOS rebrand right after the EOS news. I'm looking forward to it and the discussion with you. Next up, so if you want a quick summary of everything that I've just announced, well, the reports from the ENF are a great place to do it and to go for a summarized version. So recently they published their Q2 report with all the major stepping stones. I'm saying stepping stones a lot, so bad there's been a lot. So in just Q2 you have the 5-year EOS anniversary, the updates from the EOS CVM, which received major updates, many DEXs and swaps came to the EVM recently, and the Antelope Coalition updates and more. So if you want a quick summary on all of that, well, the Q2 2023 report from the EOS Networks Foundation is the place to go. Also, EOS Support, well, does an amazing job, if I say so, producing major articles, summarizing all the EOS news. Major advantage, they're translated into 9 different languages. So French, Spanish, Italian, Russian, no matter where you are in the world, there's a good chance we have translated in your own language one of these articles just for you. So if you want a summary on the Block 1 case, if you want news on the latest EOS Respect elections, or summaries of the Antelope Coalition meetings regarding the code base, again, that is open source for anyone to use, you can read our summaries and article on our news site, news.eosupport.io. And again, with your support, if you have any question down the line, you can just click on the blue button on the bottom right to contact our live agents for free 24/7. For free, again, and in 9 different languages. So don't hesitate ever if you have a question regarding EOS, DeFi, creating an account, anything. We are a public good, and we make sure that everyone around the world has an equal chance to onboard the Web3. And so, talking about EOS Respect, the ambassadorships program of EOS, we made an article about its most recent election, which happened on July 25th, just a couple of days ago. So we have new delegates, again, the ambassadors of EOS Support. Anyone that wants to contribute to the EOS ecosystem is welcome to join EOS Respect. We make sure they become an affiliated project with EOS Support. We do marketing for them, we help you market your project, we help you develop your project through feedback from our users and members, and much more. You can also receive funding each month through our governance mechanism called EOS Respect for all our ambassadors and affiliated projects. We get together, we decide who should be receiving funding this month, and this month we decided that Christian, for his project Genki, decentralized and independent news outlet on EOS News, should receive funding. Same goes for Hazard, the host of the EOS Pulse show for the African community. We have Marco, which does news for EOS, Nicolas Davoine from the EOS Bees, which does marketing for the EOS network, and Tran Thien Thuc, which I think it's pronounced Thuc, but from the Vietnamese community. He does an amazing job at creating and translating ENF reports from English to Vietnamese for its own community in Vietnam. And all these 5 members from the community of EOS received funding through the elections this time around for this 11th election on July 25th. So if you yourself want to join, this is a great place for anyone that wants to contribute something to the EOS network. If you have a project that needs funding, if you want to become affiliated with EOS Support, again, why not? Join EOS Respect. We have elections each month to receive funding and more. So you're welcome. For any question on it, reach out to us on eosupport.io through our live chat. And there will be a link as well in the description to join EOS Respect once this show is published down the line on YouTube. And so next up we have the FIFA World Cup has partnered with Upland since a long time ago. And in this continued partnership with one of the top 5 games in all of crypto, which is Upland, and that runs on the EOS actually, well, for this partnership they've also now participated to launch a new event for the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand for 2023. And so what a major event it's going to be. There's going to be many NFT created to commemorate the event. And again, the artwork looks amazing. And Upland, I'm sure many of you play already on the EOS network. If you don't already, go test it out. It's one of the major games in crypto, really engaging. You can buy property across the whole world. It makes investing look fun, which it actually maybe is. I've just never tried it myself in the real world. So again, let me know what you think if you're participating in this new event from Upland. And all the details are right here for the event. So let me know what you think in the comments below and in the chat on Twitch. Next up, talking about funding in the EOS network. Well, one of the major players in that domain, besides EOS Respect, distributing funding to affiliated projects across the whole network. While another great way to fund your project, if it's a public good to the EOS network, if it's open source, for example, is to participate in Pomelo, which is one of the major platforms in the EOS network to receive funding for your project. Season 6 ended recently. It happens every month. And another major change in the recent Pomelo season was the addition to multi-pools. So there were a different pool of matching funds for many different aspects of the EOS network. So we had GameFi, the whole EOS ecosystem. We've had also Telos, which had a pool for its own. And so this made a major change in the way pools work in Pomelo. And so they need feedback on it. If you're participating in Pomelo Season 6 as a donator or as a project participating to receive donations, you can participate in this survey right here to let them know what you thought about the multiples and more. And so, well, quick reminder on how Pomelo works. You have an open source project, a public good for the EOS network that you want to receive funding for. And you go to Pomelo. The more donations you receive from the community, the more matching funds you receive from a pool of funds created by the EOS Network Foundation and Pomelo. So the more donations you have, the more of these matching funds you receive in the end. So pick your favorite project at next season 7/7, and until then participate in the survey to, well, let them know what you thought of this season of Pomelo. Alright, so next up, the EOS network is available in a new social media, and that is Threads, which if I'm correct is from Facebook and Instagram. And so the EOS Network Foundation decided to create a new account for them to share their news right there. Threads is not available yet in my country of France, so I'll let you know once I test it out myself, but maybe you yourself have. So if you have tested Threads, make sure to follow the EOS Network Foundation there, which has just created their account, and let me know if you have tested it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Finally, we have some news about the presence of the EOS Network Foundation at the WebX Asia event in Japan. So Yves Larose, which has a long story with Japan, he lived here for many months, if not years, if I'm correct, and loves the country itself. So I'm sure it has been a great pleasure for him to be invited to this major event in WebX Asia. So they have more than 30,000 followers, again, on their Twitter account. It's a major event for the Web3 in Asia and Japan specifically. So we have this first image of Yves Larose being at the panel, not just theater, how EOS got rid of Block 1. Again, how the EOS network proved to the whole Web3 space what true decentralization means, the power for its community to get away from major corporations and truly emancipate itself as a unique decentralized community is what the world needs, and is what the EOS network has proven itself to do by electing the EOS Network Foundation to represent itself. and after that we made our own open source code base from EOS.io, the Antelope code, and much more. So again, proof that the EOS Network Foundation is out there at major events, making sure the world of the Web3 knows about the EOS story, how it's maybe the only truly decentralized network out there who took back control from major corporations and to truly emancipate itself. And this was the last bit of news for this EOS News for this week. So I'm Charles Bishop, thank you for listening in to the EOS News this week, and I'll see you back again next week, same time, Thursdays, 4 PM UTC, live on Twitch, to have some trivia, the EOS News, open mic sessions and more. Thank you for listening, and let's go back to the rest of the show. So, I hope you liked the EOS News for the week. It's been densely packed in news, and wow, we've had the EOS rebrand, which was the major news for this week. And so again, I'll quickly go over all the chat that you've so kindly, where you have so kindly posted your opinions to check it out. Let's see, and this is now the time. Thank you for the follow, Chindin. This is now the time for the open mic session before we go into the EOS trivia and giveaway. So now is the time if you want to join our Twitter space. We are live there, and so if you want to join us live right there on Twitter, be welcome. I'll give you a voice to participate in the show live, and also if you want you can just post your answer your questions in the chat on Twitch or as a comment on the Twitter space. I'll do my best to answer any and all questions about the EOS News, about the EOS network and all. And let's check it out. So quickly checking the chat to see what we have today. And what are your thoughts maybe on the EOS rebrand? And hello to the so many users that join our show today. We have UG, David, Doe, welcome so far to everyone. If you like the show, again, we are a non-profit organization, so hey, thanks again for the follow. I was just about to say that, it helps a lot. So again, the EOS Support is a non-profit organization. Every penny that we get from donations go directly to the EOS network and to supporting the onboarding of new users into the Web3 through the EOS network. Again, we are, and I am personally in love with EOS. Not because it has a great potential, just because it has an amazing community, amazing technology. It's open source, it's for the whole world to use. Everything that we do here is for everyone. And so we created EOS Support to support the onboarding of anyone here on the EOS network. And again, quickly checking the chat to make sure I haven't missed any questions posted while I was talking about the EOS News. OpenTech said that we tested that platform, but it lacks a lot of functions. So I assume you were talking about CryptoDo, but I'm sure they'll be enhancing their suite of solutions for creating DApps without having any developer code notions. And from Pepe.io, I want to express admiration for the innovations of EOS and for this new logo. If we win the case from Block 1, from Hansen, let's see. If you win the case against Block 1, it will be crazy. So indeed, when Block 1 created the EOS network, they promised to give around 1 billion to the network. They didn't, and so we put them out and chose our own foundation, the EOS Network Foundation, to represent ourselves. It feels good, doesn't it, when a community of people, well, stands up to major corporations and gives them the finger and decides that, hey, we are a truly decentralized community, we take matter into our own hands. So it felt really good, and getting back some of that money will feel even better, I'm sure. From Hansen, again, I seem to have a hard time convincing them that it's an NFT. Talking about what specifically? Well, post again and let me know what you were talking about, what NFT you were referencing to. Hansen. Alright, next up, what do we have? Checking again the chat. From Hey Savage. Is that you, Village People? Yeah, I think so, if I remember correctly. No, I play Upland on mobile. I still don't really understand it, but I love traveling on it, with planes, buses and trains. That was the feeling I got also. So again, Upland is one of the top 5 games in the whole of crypto. It's on EOS and it's actually quite fun. So just going around the map and traveling to places. That's pretty nice. You have the whole world almost at your disposal in the game. And so... and it might be a record, 21 people watching at the same time. So again, thank you everyone to coming to the show today. We are still some time here in the show. We are going to go over the trivia right afterwards. And I'll give away where 50 EOS are to be won. And let's see, Bishop, a little suggestion, why don't we do 5 EOS each 10 winners? So I know EOS polls and other shows in the EOS Synergy community. For all of you that don't know, the EOS Synergy community is a community of shows, decentralized one, and we have launched this EOS Synergy decentralized community with EOS Support to have a unique DAO, a community where anyone can participate in it to create content for EOS, marketing content, and also have its own show funded for marketing the EOS network. So we have 4 different shows. We have EOS Sports for the African community, we have EOS Mexico for the Spanish community, we have EOS Exploration Journey in Chinese, and soon we'll have also a show for the Russian community. All these shows participate in EOS Synergy, and through it we had collaboration, we distribute funding to the shows to pay for them, etc. And so in different shows of the Synergy community, they distribute, well, not 10 EOS for the 5 winners of the trivia, but yes, indeed, 5 EOS for more show participants in the trivia. I think it's a good idea. So yeah, having more rewards, maybe 5 EOS for the 10 first winners. Since the community is growing, yeah, I like it. Maybe starting today, why not? So since, as a thank you for joining the show, all you new ones today, and for subscribing, let's go for it. Why not 10 participant winners for this week's trivia? So 5 EOS each. Alright. I take feedback very openly, so if you have any ideas on how to better this show for the EOS community and to better onboard new users into the Web3 through EOS, well, leave your feedback in the chat. I'm always receptive. Always. This show has been made great by all of you that participate in it since day one. It's been a year since we launched, more. And each week I'm here to represent the EOS support community. And it's been my pleasure ever since. So thank you for your feedback. And let's go for the next question. Hey Bishop, I've been away for a while, glad I'm back. Un jardin est réel. So yeah, it's been a long time since I saw you. Welcome back to the show. So still 50 EOS to be distributed at this week's trivia. Only thing, yeah, why not? We'll test out to give out not only 5 winners with 10 EOS each, but the 10 first winners of the trivia will receive 5 EOS each. So more winners. Since the show is growing, it makes sense. What do you all think about it? Again, I take all feedback as very welcome. And from Kenny's great, moving to Twitch was a good idea. We're growing more here. Agreed. And we have more fun. So in the recent shows, I've been doing marbles, other games. It's better. Yeah, we have more fun here. And the community is growing even more. So it's going to be a short show today. We are going to be closing in around 25 minutes at 5 p.m. UTC. Yeah. But we don't have time today to do some more of these beautiful games that I like to do with all of you. But hey, join next week and we'll have some more games. That's for sure. And Twitch makes for a good place to do raids and more, and next week we'll be sure to do just that. Yeah, and from Glovin's 10 winners might just be more fun. We'll see. What do you think? Let's go test it out. Let's go for this week's trivia giveaway. And let's test it out. From OkenTech, in our opinion, 10 EOS for trivia because you need to answer correctly. 5 EOS for 10, but with the wheel, so everyone has this same possibility. Let's see, 10 EOS for trivia. 5 EOS for 10, but with the wheel. We could divide it. So 25 EOS to be won at the trivia and 25 at the spin the wheel. Let me know through Telegram, OkenTech. Let me know what you think there. I didn't get it precisely, what your idea was. Bro, you've never lost spin the wheel, Lucky Gold. Maybe, well, maybe that's why he has luck in the name. And what is that wheel thing? So yeah, we do many games here at this show. Every week, 4 PM UTC, we have the giveaway show. Always we have the trivia giveaway, a fun quiz where 50 EOS have to be won. But we also do many other games. So Spin the Wheel is a nice game where you have a wheel with all your names. It's pure luck where the wheel falls, and we have distributed NFTs through that process. We have distributed EOS rewards. And yeah, so we do many different games at each show to make it a bit different each time for the EOS participants here. And marbles is quite nice to add luck. Yeah, it makes it more fun than a spin the wheel, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I like marbles more than spin the wheel. It's more engaging, more fun. All right, so 50 years, 25 years for the trivia for 5 winners, and 25 years to be won for 5 winners on spin or on marbles. That's nice. Why not? Yeah. More EOS rewards. What's marbles? Says Precious. Well, come back next week. You'll see what marbles is. It's a nice game. You'll sure really have some fun with it. And yeah, like Hazard does it. Kenny is great. Hazard actually splits more of the rewards, not 10 EOS, but 5 EOS for more people. Alright. Marbles is more fun. Kind of agree. Again, marbles is quite nice. Alright, so for today, well, we'll just distribute 5 years to 10 winners in the trivia giveaway. So let's go for it. So again, how the trivia works, very easy to participate. All you have to do is be on Twitch right now, and all you have to do to answer the 10 questions of the trivia giveaway is to have listened to the EOS News I covered. All the answers are in the EOS News that I say during the first part of this show. So all you have to do to participate in the trivia and all the answers is get to the show 4 PM UTC each week at the beginning of the EOS News. Listen to the EOS News and all the answers are there. If you want to answer the questions, then there's 4 answers each time. All you have to do to answer the questions is pick the answer you think is correct. Each answer is labeled 1, 2, 3 or 4. So to select the answer you think is correct, just put 1, put 2, put 3, put 4 in the chat, just like this, to select the answer you think is good. A good answer, the 5 winners, 10 winners today, will be selected based on how many good answers you get, but also how fast you answer. So don't take too much time waiting for others to see what they answer. The first ones will be the winners, based on how good answers you got and also how fast you answer. So get ready, starting in 30 seconds now. Let's go for it. So preparing the trivia giveaway for today. Let's go. So starting real soon. From Chindima Paul, Marbles, you can look up on Google, Marbles, it's on Steam, it's a game that you launch on Steam, and you can engage with your community on Twitch and have them participate in the game through Steam directly. So I just launched the game on Steam, and from there all of you can participate. It's just based on luck. You create your little marble, and you remember it's a little game where the marble falls, it goes through obstacles, you have your name on the marble. It's pure luck, pure fun. And welcome to the chat for the first time, ƒractal. And thank you for the follow in the meantime. So let's go for the EOS trivia. Again, to answer the questions, just put 1, 2, 3 or 4 in the Twitch chat to answer the questions. That's very easy. And so let's go for this week's trivia, starting in 25 seconds. So 10 questions, get ready. Again, all the answers to the questions are in the EOS News that I cover each week at the beginning of this show. So get here next week, 4 PM UTC at the beginning of the show. That started 40 minutes ago, more so. And you'll be able to get all the answers you need for the trivia. That's all. Get ready. Some easy questions, some hard ones. But the first one today will be, get ready. Which website allows you to create the app with no coding skills on the EOS EVM? Is it So Crypto, Do Crypto, Crypto So, or Crypto Do? What do you all think? Let me know in the Twitch chat. So as you can see, very easy to participate. All you have to do is put the answer you think is correct in the chat. And again, thank you so much for all of you to be coming to the show today. We have this show each week, so sharing more EOS news, having more trivias and good fun. And again, we are a non-profit organization. We are not a company trying to do this for a dark agenda of something. We are part of the EOS community, just as many of you are, and it's a good fun show just to animate the community, make it feel like home for all of you, and for me, safe included. So, good answer was Crypto Do. Go check out their website, cryptodo.app. It has now integrated the EOS EVM, so without no development skills, you can launch your own Web3 application very easily through Crypto Do. But if you find it too complicated, well, go ask OpenTech, an amazing company on EOS that does, many creations for the EOS network. Maybe they'll develop the app for you for a good price. Hello, so far to all the new ones that joined. Next one, in which country is the EOS Network Foundation attempting to launch a new Block 1 lawsuit? Is it the United States, Switzerland, Montenegro, or the Cayman Islands? You all seem pretty sure of the answer. Let's see who actually got that right. Oh, so CryptoDo from OpenTech gives the backend but not the front end, which is pretty important to have the front end, indeed. So, well, at least it makes something already done easily. They can later call upon some other developer to do the front end. And so for this question here, you all got that right. So, Cayman Islands it is. There's a lawsuit against Block 1 to get back some of the $1 billion that they promised to spend the EOS network. Right now in the United States, you have until August 23rd to participate in the lawsuit or to opt out of it, to participate in another one that is maybe about to be launched by the EOS Network Foundation in the Cayman Islands against Block 1, yet again. So the links are in the chat right now for the lawsuit, etc. And after this show has ended, it will be published on YouTube. So you can find us on YouTube, EOS Support, the show is there, and in the description you'll find again all the links of all the EOS news that I mentioned. And go to eossupport.io, we have many news articles also about everything that happens on the EOS network. So next up, what were the 3 colors to choose from for the new EOS logo? Is it red, yellow, green? Well, red, green, blue? Which one do you think is correct? This is kind of a messy one, not so easy. We have split decisions here. Some said 2, others 4. Some said, hey, shit. It's either 3 or 4. I heard Bishop say orange a lot of time. Maybe you're right. Well, you actually are. So it's orange, green and blue. These were the 3 colors to choose from that the EOS Network Foundation proposed. And, well, consensus was found mainly on the orange color, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Maybe I have some other preference. And so yeah, orange, green and blue, last one to be selected by the community at the event was maybe orange. But still no decision has been made. We'll see where that rebranding leads us. OpenTech did this on purpose. So, no trusting OpenTech going forward. What major update is coming for the Antelope base code of EOS? LIP 6.0, 5.0, 4.0, LIP 10. That should be named LIP X. Each time there's a 10 version, they name it X. Always. And what about that Twitter rebranding to X.com? That's a funny one, in any case. Which one do you think is correct? And we have many 2s, we have a 1. Well, there are 10 winners, so why aiming for first? You're actually right on that one, OpenTech. Why not mess with everyone a bit? Yeah. So, what major update is coming for the Antelope codebase with many new features such as instant finality, odd stuff, consensus implementation and more? LIP 5.0 coming shortly on EOS. So, many of you got that right. Sorry for you, Davido. Come back to the show next week at the beginning. Follow the EOS news, and I'm sure you'll have all the answers you need to get it right next time. Again, we are here every week, every Thursday, 4 PM UTC. So be sure to follow and follow the account. Make sure to be notified when it launches. When was the last EOS Respect election? So July 26, 25, 22nd, 20. EOS Respect again is the ambassadorships program of EOS Support. If you like what we do on our website, eossupport.io, we have many tutorials for free on how to create an account, how to use DeFi on EOS, NFT, marketplaces. We have so many things that are useful to any user that wants to onboard the EOS network. And with free live support, again, 24/7, you have agents there available to help you discover anything you like about the EOS network for free. And so if you want to contribute value to the EOS network, if you want to participate in it, EOS Respect, the ambassadorships program of the EOS network, is the place to go. So why not join EOS Respect? Reach out to us on our website to learn more about it, and maybe join for the next election next month. All of you got that right, July 25th. So, what happened this time around? Well, OpenTech wasn't the first one to answer. Hansen was, Lucky Gold as well, followed by Odogu. All 3 veterans of the trivia. Where is the FIFA Women's World Cup happening? Is it US and Mexico, US and Canada, Australia and New Zealand, Australia or China? Oh, that's not an easy one, is it? I'm kind of bad today. Decided to make some difficult questions for all of you. Having some fun once in a while. But yeah, I guess won't be confuse me with China. Yeah, that was a goal. Had some confusion. Darth Bishop at it again. And so 3 is correct. You think so? You think so? Are you sure? Well, yeah, you are. Commentators told me. Well, I can tell you also, you got that right. The FIFA World Cup will be in Australia and New Zealand. And they're the new partner of Upland, which has a long-standing partnership with the FIFA. So, this new event will be launching real soon on Upland. So go participate. Let me know what you think about it. And most of you got that right. Congratulations. For the others, maybe you'll get to the top 10. And in any case, I'm posting yet again in the chat. Remember to post your EOS account. If you don't have one already, You can create one easily through the Wombat application or soon in our website, eosupport.io. Alright, careful Nico forever. Oh, yeah, 2. Let's go. So on which social network is the ENF launching a new social media account? X, Threads, Mastodon or Facebook? Well, what do you think on this one? 7th question, only 3 questions to go until the end. It's a tight race, I think. So let's see who are the 10 winners of the week. X is just Twitter. Yeah. So I'm now calling Twitter X, even if it's not really the case, because X has just replaced the logo, but it's actually still called Twitter. And even down the line, everybody calls Twitter a tweet. So you're not going to call that an X or something else. A tweet will always be a tweet. So maybe the name will never change. Maybe it will remain Twitter. Who knows? But you got that right. It's Threads. So I can test it myself here in France, but let me know what you think if you have been able to test the new platform. And remember to follow the EOS Network Foundation there, which has just launched a new account there. my X account. That seems so funny. So let's see what we got next. Which event was attended by the CEO of the EOS Network Foundation? Not an easy one again. WebEx Singapore, WebEx Japan, WebEx China or WebEx Asia? And sorry for the lag, David. Hope it gets better. It's 4 guys, hey Savage. He says. Are you sure? It's Japan, no? Well, they don't know what happened here. So the event that Yves Larose, the CEO of the EOS Network Foundation, is going to attend is WebEx Asia, actually, but it's happening in Japan. But the event is called Web Asia. Yes, I'm that evil. I know, it was very confusing. The event itself is called Web Asia, but it's happening in Japan. So yeah, I'm bad. Yeah, what about it? So congratulations to you 3 that got the answer right. This was, I know, a little bit harder than usual. So who is the head chief of EOS Respect for this month? I showed it on screen, made no mention of it, actually. It was a quick one, not so easy also. Is it Nicolas Davoine, Marco Gonzalez, Hazard or Christian Rincon? So, what do you all think? And again, it's a really fun event. So we get together just like this, but with everyone that wants to contribute to EOS support, everyone that wants to, as a project in the EOS community, can participate, receive funding for their project. We do that each month. So if you want to participate, go join EOS Respect. The link will be in the description of the video once it's published on YouTube and also here on Twitch. So for this answer, it was correct for most of you, Marco Gonzalez, which does amazing news for the EOS Network, which writes many of our articles also for EOS support. Go read it. Great summaries of everything happening in the EOS Network. And so congratulations to all of you that got that right. So next up, let's see, what do we have? So who was the top 1 winner of the trivia last week? Bonus question for all of you recurring members of the show. Was it Chamwan, Odogu, Okuntech, Hansen? What do you think? Not so easy, eh? Well, Chamwan goes for 1, Chimdi goes for 1, everyone goes for 1. Maybe 1 is the right answer. We'll see. Not so easy. Yeah, I decided to make some hard questions. But it's supposed to be a bonus question for all of you coming back to the show, to thank you for coming back each week, time and time again. I think it was me, says Hansen. Okuntech says maybe it was Odogu, but the good answer was actually, roll the drums. I'm trying to get it synchronized. Right there, OpenTech. One got it right. Odogwu, you remembered. Congratulations. So indeed, OpenTech was last week's winner. You didn't even remember yourself. So congratulations for Odogwu to remembering who won last week. Congratulations. So that was the 10th question of the trivia for this week. And here we have our 10 winners. So from Odogwu, you've deserved your first place, having yourself answered correctly to the last one. You're the only one to make it to 9 good answers. And from Odogwu to OpenTech, and afterwards we have Ugly Cyril. Congratulations, I think it is the first time you made it to the top 5. Hansen GMB. Congratulations again, you've made it for the first time again, I think, into the top 5. And for the rest, we have Lucky Gold, Pepedeo, Bam, Toke, and Rexinator, the 10th winner. All of you 10 will be receiving 5 EOS. Congratulations to all of you. And for the top 5, you'll be receiving a free NFT from Shufan, a great artist on EOS. That's just for the top 5. The rest, until the 10th, will be receiving 5 EOS each. So, congratulations. Where to put my EOS? So, Tech, is that a question regarding DeFi? If so, let's go for the open mic session. Get an answer for all your questions. So, congratulations to our 10 winners for the week. 5 of you, for the first ones, will be receiving a free NFT from Shufan. And again, so if you want to receive a free Pub Token NFT just for participating in the show, all you have to do is, well, like it says right here, put your EOS account in the chat, starting with a $sign. So if you've won today's trivia giveaway, put your EOS account in the chat so you can receive the rewards for the show. Very important. And also, if you want to participate and win maybe even more rewards, you have the EOS giveaway. We have a bi-monthly contest that we do each 2 weeks on the EOS network. You can participate in this giveaway to win even more rewards. So 50 EOS are also being given away right there. So go participate in it. And again, there's a secret code you can input into the giveaway, which is, I'm going to give you all right now. So the secret code for this week will be, getting it for all of you. So here it is. So you can use this code to participate in the bi-monthly giveaway that I just linked in the chat. So all you have to do is participate in the giveaway, and when asked for a secret code, just have to enter, well, EOS Support for the Web3. That's it. That's the secret code for this week. If you enter it and it says it, so you've already entered it, it's okay. It's good. It means that it's already accounted for you. All right. It's bi-monthly and not bi-monthly. That's my French pronunciation. That is bad. Sorry about that. Bi-monthly. Yeah, that's more correct. Thank you for correcting that. Make all of them when I contribute to 2 EOS each. Give me for my idea. Definitely. Oh, so we have a new website coming for EOS Support. You'll love it. We have so many new stuff on our website, decentralized communities in different languages where you can all gather, exchange ideas. We have a new voting system. We'll be able to do votes and contests on our website to give even more rewards for anyone that gives feedback, ideas, and more. So much will be coming with this new version of our website, eosupport.io. But until then, well, feel free to go discover our existing website. So again, there's so much to do on there. Doing a quick overview. So or you can go on our website. Again, 24/7, little blue button on the bottom right. You can access our live agents there, ask away any question you have. You have access to our news feed with many articles regarding everything that happens in the EOS network for a quick summary on everything. You can also go to our learning center where you can discover all our tutorials translated into many languages. How do resources work on EOS? Where can I stake my EOS for great return? Everything is there, including scam prevention. So get secure, get your keys secured for your account, don't get scammed, and we help you do just that. So many resources available for all of you for free if you want to make sure that you explore the EOS network safely. And much more. You have EOS Respect as well, and the EOS giveaway there on our website. So 24/7, don't hesitate. If you have a question on anything EOS related, we are there for you. And so yeah, can't wait as well for the new website launch. Thank you, Glovins. I hope it's coming really shortly for all of you to enjoy it. And so it was a short show for today, but if you like it so far, well, it's going to be even better next week. We are going to have the marbles games, maybe a spin the wheel, even more stuff to share for the community. And again, it's going to be 4 p.m. UTC, and it's going to be free for all of you to participate. So this has been a fun show so far. Thank you all who subscribed during the show. It helps us a lot. The show will be published on our YouTube channel after with EOS Support. We have 9 different Twitter accounts in 9 different languages, so go follow those in your own language if you want quick news about the existing scams, the new scams that exist on EOS, the news, everything in your own language, and much more are available on our Twitter channels. The links will be in the end screen of this show and in the description afterwards. So from {ƒractal}, if we have an upland account and NFTs, does that mean we already have an EOS account, or do we need to make a standalone account? If you have an upland account and NFTs, no. The uplander, I think you can sign into upland through a simple Google account or something else. Even if it works on the EOS blockchain, that doesn't mean you have an EOS account. I think. I don't know exactly how upland works. Just to be sure, you can create an EOS account for free, and all these ways on how to create an account for free are on our website. So go to our learning center, type in how to create an EOS account very easily. So how to create an EOS account, and there you go. So how to create an EOS account? What are the best wallets to creating an EOS account, and more you can find this there. Wombat, for example, is a free way to create a free EOS account. That way you're sure you have like your own bank account for free there, so you can set up a fresh one, yeah, to make sure that hey, this will be your EOS account. And we have in our tutorials ways to make sure your keys are secure, and all of this is available for free on our website. So be sure to go there, explore all the different stuff you can do with your very own EOS account, and again for free, so why not? And well, if you have any questions, we are here every week for the show, 4 p.m. UTC each Thursday. But if any other week you have a question, well, remember, just hit the blue button on our website. You can contact our team for free with any question that you have. So again, my name is Charles Bishop. I am the head of communications for EOS Support. We are a non-profit organization. It's been my pleasure as each week to host this show for all of you, and we'll see each other next Thursday for even more trivias, more games, and more good fun with all of you out there. So thank you for participating in the show today. You have a great morning, evening, or afternoon, and see you next week. And remember, in the meantime, what do we say? Go EOS! See you at the next event, and thank you for participating here today. Bye-bye!